We spanked number two Notre Dame at home, 35-9. We held them to 2 points all the way to the fourth quarter. Oh, I think we're ready. Let me make sure my auto recruiting's on. Yep. What we got next? Yeah, that boy Spencer went off. Man, North Texas. I ain't even know much lie to you, bro. We just want the big games, bro. We gotta take Texas State and UTSC. Rivalry games. You know what? Oh, hold up. Let's get from the business just close. Number six. Rivalry game away. Oh, ah! Let's go with Trey. Oh, yeah.
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Glad to have you with us at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio, Texas, home to the UTSA Roadrunners. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Texas State Bobcats, taking on another team from the Big 12, the UTSA Roadrunners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Bobcats will put toe to leather and we'll get started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Roadrunners offense will go on the attack first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. Finds the tight end. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. The Roadrunners want to pick up the tempo. Finds his tight end. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Roadrunners are moving quickly down the field.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Roadrunners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Nice move to keep running. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the 1st down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got 1st down. Let's go fast.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true. It's
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll
Oh my God, team.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Can't be taking these
Setting up for
boys
the
lightly.
extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. And here's the return. Delivers the stiff arm. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Texas State's offense will get the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
He's got him down the middle. Turning it on. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
These quarterbacks are nightmares to play. Pretty good coverage on the outside. Man-to-man, nobody looking at the quarterback. He takes off. He doesn't look like a quarterback. Looks like a running back. Chews up yards, gets way down the field, and makes a big play for this offense.
And the Bobcats will hustle to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Going for
bad pass.
And that ball is intercepted at the goal line.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a third down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced the big interception.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Here comes the heat. Got rid of it just in time. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, they tried to go play action on that one to see if they could freeze the defense, but a great job getting to the quarterback, not being fooled by it and forcing the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make the play on it.
He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached a break, and it's UTSA on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Third and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field. We're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
The kick is on its way. He'll call for the fair catch here. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Quarterback making checks. They're looking to throw on second and short. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They'll run for it on third and short. That defense in front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Gets rid of it. Hauls it in. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And no panic from the QB. It's fourth down. I need you to make a play. Okay, I'll just scramble around, stay patient, get the completion. First down, no big deal.
The give to the tailback. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Lets it go. Soft spot in the middle. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance.
Man, you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Touchdown, Bobcats. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UTSA takes over, and the offense ready to hit the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Morse. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. And the Roadrunners racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll keep it on the ground.
Oh my God.
After 45 on its way. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. The Roadrunners come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Morse. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Now facing a 3rd and long. The snap sets up the throw. Got it behind the line. It's Morris. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Roadrunners will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Off the play fake. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes a grab on the shot. He just brought some serious energy making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. They'll try the right side. Nice move to keep running. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. He'll do it himself. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some
Good shit,
momentum. How
offense.
big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the 2nd quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Oh, he got onto it.
They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Under fire. Heaves it deep.
Oh,
He
come
makes it
on.
They will score. Touchdown, UT San Antonio.
And I love it. Trust
Defense,
your
bro.
passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him, and that is the way you finish a 1st half. And now you got a chance to tie this football game up.
And the extra point is good. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Waning seconds of the 1st half, let's see how they handle it. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
That's crazy.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Bring in the heat. Takes a shot as he lets it go. He can't haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Roadrunners will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking. Running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe.
Ernie on the Jets. At the 30. The 10. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got a kick in the door. Looking to throw. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned.
Good touchdown, yeah.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Iowa is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Niall Kinnick among the legends to wear that uniform. They're trailing by just 4 to Iowa State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking for space, it's Morse. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. And the Roadrunners are in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Grab near the sticks. It's Morse. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Caught behind the line. It's Morse. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver, for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to running back, and he's making plays.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. The Roadrunners are moving quickly down the field.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Roadrunners will snap it on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Morse. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Roadrunners, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
How about the hit on the tight end there? They knew they had to bring the lumber on the big fella to bring him down, and they just blew him up.
And the Roadrunners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Try to barge their way in. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to feed him and maybe get him another one today.
Pocket breaking down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The 50. At the 30. Past the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Dude, you're just thinking hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take it in. Take it in. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The Roadrunners want to move quickly.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
DB's right up on the receivers. Caught near the sticks. It's Kane. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. And the Roadrunners are marching down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. From the gun, running back on the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. To the air on first down. Uncorks it. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's incomplete.
Alvin Hannibal did.
Shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, I like the aggressive nature by the quarterback there. He's trying to take a shot down the field. Just a better play by the defense forcing the incompletion.
Moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The Bobcats getting set on first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Going for the big play. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll run play action. Unloads to the right. A strike downfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Might be changing the route. From the red zone, looking for a space. Touchdown, Texas State. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Here's the pressure. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right.
There, just keeps moving. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Second down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Roadrunners had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Wants to throw it. Pressure coming. Unleashes one. It's picked up, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Yeah. Nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
They'll give it to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. And the Bobcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
He's looking to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Touchdown, Bobcats. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because
Yeah. You already going night-night, buddy?
Welcome to UFCU Stadium
You
in
already
San
going
Marcos,
night-night?
Texas, home to the Texas State Bobcats. As we'll see a squad from the big...
Oh.
leaves it with the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Bobcats in the hurry up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at him. There's continuing to...
Oh, he's got some space. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Trying to get the corner. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State. Bunch formation for these receivers. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Quick strike complete. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. Turns it on in midfield. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. They were really starting to put a drive together. And after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Pulls it in. There is nowhere to go. He has stopped, and it'll be 4th down from the 23. Wide receiver comes in motion. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete. This should be the last play of the quarter. They'll run the toss. Just ran him over. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the 1st quarter. That's the end of the quarter. Texas State has the lead here. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. And the Bobcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Going to sling it on 2nd down. He's taking the shot. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Bobcats.
For the rest of the game.
He'll start this drive going to the air. Gets it out quickly. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
He might want another play. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. The Bobcats want to crank the tempo.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself.
Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. They'll run the screen. Breaks into the... Got enough space. Touchdown, Texas State. Haul that baby in and then...
Let's go.
So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Steps away. He'll get rid of it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance. Touchdown, Bobcats. The finisher, the exclamation point. The Bobcats just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll try the run. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
On that first.
To the ground with the back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. We've come to the break, and Texas State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. It's complete on the right side. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
On target. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. And the Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the right. It's caught. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. Fires into the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. He'll keep it himself. Made a defender miss. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas State. With that,
We're trying to get you a Heisman, young man.
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the 1st down, a few more 1st downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The Bobcats moving quickly to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Touchdown, Bobcats! And the route. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. All business today for this ball club. They come out, and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty.
You got to go to the store and get some cigars real quick. Okay? You hear me? We'll go to the store and get some cigars real quick. Look like alright, I'm back. We just gotta clean up some things on the offense. Uh, Okay, we got a challenge. Um, New changes.
The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Boone Pickens Stadium, Stillwater, Oklahoma.
Yeah, so this is a trap game. We're going to go out here, do what we need to do, execute plays, and walk out of here.
Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up.
You got the ball. Let's get it.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nice move to pick up yardage. Gets away from one, finds room. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And the Bobcats, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to throw on first down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So they'll decline the pass interference penalty, and the result of the play will stand. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. A little screen to the running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Zings it complete to the right. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. 3rd down and a big one for the Cowpokes. Jukes his way for more. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. The Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs.
The screen game for this offense, man, it's a feel thing, like when to call it and when you can anticipate somebody being aggressive, and they pick the right time, man. They hit the defense, 3rd down, big play, slip it right behind the linebackers, make the play, and get the 1st down.
Off play action. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Creates a little space. He's loose. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Bobcats started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He's got it on the move. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bobcats have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. This is a designed run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bob. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Lions on the move. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his 1st sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. All right, guys, let's chat about Texas State. And what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting at... He hurls one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Bobcats will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He's got great speed. He'll get it up to about the 40. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Wilkins. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back.
Turning it on. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, the receiver was able to make the catch on the slant throw, and then he got north right away. He creased the defense with his speed, picking up extra yardage after catching the slant.
He went up top to pick up the last 1st down. Let's see what they have here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the game.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. The Bobcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. And the Bobcats come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Moss. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking for a deep man. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it, so the windows are not going to be very big.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Texas
Jesus
State.
Christ.
They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. No midseason concentration.
What?
Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan.
Just plowing ahead. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Lost a throw on first down. Touchdown, Bobcats! And the beatdown has ensued.
And this offense.
I'm not playing our greatest.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Looking to throw on first down. They get to him as he throws. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
The Bobcats with the 1st and 10. Unleashes one deep.
Got it. Oh,
and it's a
that's in the
touchdown.
Let's
It
go.
is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
He caught that?
Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands.
There's no way he caught that.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Now on the option. He'll toss it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
No replay is over. Wow. He needs a penalty.
And that just just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
Second down, he'll throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thomas. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to throw on third. Quick completion on the out. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. To the air on first down. Here's a heat. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Bobcats headed quickly to the line.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback.
There he goes. And they're able to get him down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Oh, they're after him. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's throwing 3 touchdowns.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He's inside the 35. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
He just took the shit today. They don't know what they're doing.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20.
Ooh.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Well, the defense ran a long way that time in pursuit, but they were able to make the tackle for a big loss, and they've got to get lined up right away because the offense...
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the 4th quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take...
Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going deep,
Come on, what a pass interference at?
Got some room to run. He is finally out of bounds, but he was
Right.
coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that note.
He's going up, yeah. All right. Let's see if we can get us on top of the Heisman.
Ranked matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Texas State Bobcats, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Texas State's offense will have the football first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Hard running there. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. The Bobcats want to pick up the tempo.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can...
Into the house. Touchdown, Bobcats.
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
And the extra point. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And the Bobcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This is why Rice-Eccles is one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Looking downfield on first down. Takes a hit as he fires.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Tips, deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions and big plays. Just try to get any kind of disruption you can.
He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They booted away on 4th down.
This punter is such a weapon. Because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Hands it off. Makes his man miss. A solid run there as he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line. And the Utes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Hand off from the shotgun. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Utes decide to punt it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. To the air on second down. He lobs one high down the left side. And that falls incomplete as they tried to wrap up the first quarter with a bang, but the incomplete pass takes us to the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter. Texas State has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period.
Let's get it to it.
This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Bobcats will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Breaks into the open. Touchdown! They'll go to the ground. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Let's talk for just a minute about Texas State. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
He'll pull it on the read. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down.
Man, interesting play call on 3rd and long. I think we're thinking pass, and which matchup do they try to exploit? And they try to sneak a run in there, and the play's fine. I mean, they run the option very unsuccessfully, small gain, and now we got 4th down.
Oh.
And they can't connect it. Here's the handoff. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Grabs the screen around all kinds of defenders. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. And the Bobcats will have it 1st and 10. Lost a throw on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They'll go hurry up here. Running back searching for a hole. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They'll try to run for it. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on 4th down. Just going to keep it after the snap.
Let's go.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Texas State.
And that touchdown run.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Looking to take a shot.
Oh.
The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He'll take another shot here. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Salt Lake City.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lincoln. I know he thinks he can house it. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Finds his man, it's Wilkins. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football. And this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Wilkins. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using his feet. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Bobcats will hustle to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Fires left. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off, and it looks hard.
Deep shot for the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll be stopped, but not before.
We got an absolute
Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back.
It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. In front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. Going right to work up top. He'll pull it down and run. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Backed up at the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. And the Bobcats will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Somehow fits it into a host of defenders. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quick.
Just steamrolling the defense. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. We've come to the break, and Texas State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. The screen, and watch out. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. On 4th down, going to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
And how about this offense, man? They put the ball in the hands of the guy they trust the most. 4th down, needed conversion. You're wanting to salt this clock away. You want this game to end with you guys possessing the football. Big 4th down conversion.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Trying to take it back. Finally brought down.
Sick.
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We've got to stop turning the football over.
The Bobcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. They feed him again. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Wilkins. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Setting up the screen. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Bobcats. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch. In those right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here, you need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Clemson is ahead early in Death Valley, but that's not exactly Trevor Lawrence out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 10 over Florida State. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Got his man quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. Picked off. What a play to set him up. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, you're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw the football, you're just trying to make something happen, and ball gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of a DB. Nice job by the defense.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Turning it on! Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. So they're closing in on a solid top 25 win for the resume, in addition to holding off any thoughts of an upset.
Well, they were very anxious and eager, too, to make a statement to the entire country just how dominant they were. They have so much confidence in themselves, but they wanted to prove it to everybody else. They wanted to prove it to their opponent here today. They dominated in all 3 phases.
And now they put the college football world on notice. That was a nice win. You get these top 25 wins, they're big for your resume, big for your confidence, and everybody else starts to look at you a little bit more seriously.
He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. And the Bobcats enter the final minute trying to drain the clock. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas State. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And it's nice to play defense when you know it's a passing situation. They've got to throw the football. They don't have another option. You could tell they took advantage of that, played great D, broke on the football, and forced the INT and put one nail in the coffin.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Wilkins. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots with
throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. It's complete. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. That was a really well-run route on the curl to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and it's a nice job, too, by the receiver, getting his depth and then finding space in between the defenders, giving his quarterback a nice target.
And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Timeout called by the offense, a mere 10 seconds to go in the game. And they want this defense spread out across the width of the field, 5 wide on second and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
Touchdown, Bobcats. Fitted in the window for the score. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
Someone say run out the clock. Someone say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
He'll bring it out. It's Lincoln. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking...
Yes. Yes. Well, that was the 5-4.